32 seconds left. Here's Pearson. He got it. Touchdown. I don't believe it. He just threw the ball over the scoreboard.
All right, welcome back to the Ultimate Hail Mary. I'm here with the original 88, the legend, Drew Pearson. And you know we always have big guests on, and they've been given their Hail Mary moments, their advice, their wisdom, all the things they've learned. And today we have a great star with us, Rob Lowe. And, you know, it's exciting. He's got a show called Unstable that comes out on Netflix tomorrow. You know it's going to be a top 10, if not the top show on there. It's funny. And, of course, he's a big Cowboys fan, so we got to get into it, right?
Rob Lowe, huh?
Yeah.
Rob Lowe, right here on the Ultimate Hail Mary show. Right on.
That's right.
Let's cue it up.
Paul Salpin, Drew Pearson Live, and AM/FM Magazine. How are you, Rob?
I'm good. Good to see you.
Oh, good to see you. Well, we're so happy to have you on with us today because, I was just thinking, what a great family bonding thing. You know, it looks very different than all the rest of our family bonding things. But how cool are you guys go and create a show and make a show, a big Netflix show with your son? How cool is that?
It's amazing, and I honestly didn't know if it would lead to this. You know, it started with John Owen just innocently making fun of me on my social media and being very funny, and people loving it, and it catching on, and to the extent that we were like, maybe we should really do something more with this thing we have going, and that was the basis that started us thinking about making Unstable and creating it.
Yeah. Well, obviously these are very extreme characters, but are you guys that different though? Or do you see a lot of yourself in him?
I actually like to say that we share the same brain.
Yeah.
And which makes it really easy to work with him as a writer and a producer and a co-star. You know, we get into the editing room and we like the same takes, we like the same jokes, we like the same delivery. We super helpful as a producing partner to have like-mindedness. But listen, he's my son, I'm the father. We're always going to have those baked-in differences. He's 27, I'm 59. We have generational issues. And, you just kind of put those on steroids, and that becomes the conflict for the show.
Yeah, but we have all had those wild moments, but it's kind of fun to play in those, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Well, you're a Cowboys fan, so of course I have to ask you. Our host, Drew Pearson, famously caught the Hail Mary, and he wanted me to make sure that I asked you your Hail Mary moment, the moment in your life or career where you just had to go for it and it worked out for you. What do you suppose that was for you?
Oh, wow, that's really a good one. And you know what? They happen all in this business. If you're doing it right, they actually happen a lot. And because to me, what a Hail Mary really is just letting it rip and letting the fates do the rest, right? But like a Hail Mary, he had to run the route. Somebody had to throw the ball, so you have to have technique. So, I mean, I like to think of it like when I host Saturday Night Live, when I'm live on stage, when I have an ad lib, you're just trusting instinct to take over. So I'm lucky. I've had a lot of them. I try to have as many as I can on a daily basis.
Yeah, well, and you have to have that success mindset. We talk about that on the record. That even if you're not feeling it, you just have to be in it and go for it. Is there something that you tell yourself that always keeps you on that right path, even when things are tough?
I mean, yeah, I try to clear my mind. I try to not edit myself, and I try to let the inspiration take me wherever it takes me, however ridiculous, particularly in comedy. Like, you cannot edit, you can't be worried about looking like a fool, and in fact, you have to embrace it. It's like my wife sometimes doesn't want me to be in comedy because she knows I'm going to look like a fool, and I'm like, that's the point.
Yeah. I love that. Well, last thing, I know a lot of people look up to you. Your son looks up to you. And did you give him any advice, or do you give people any kind of advice to how to do what you do and do it so well?
Well, it's been gratifying to me as a dad to be able to be there for advice as my son begins a career. Because when I started my career, I didn't have that. I was making it all up. And so you make choices that work out, you make a lot of choices that don't. So to be able to tell him the two things I'm telling him right now, one he already knows, which is as an actor, you have one job only. Comedy, drama, movie, play, TV, doesn't make any difference. You have one job, be truthful. Stand in front of the camera and tell the truth. That's it. The other thing is, you can only be the new kid on the block once. He's about to be the new kid on the block, so make sure that you're presenting yourself in a way that you want to be known for, because once people get an idea of what you have to offer, it's very hard to change their mind.
Yeah, well said. Well, hey, congratulations on the show. We're so happy to have you on with us. Look forward to having you back in Dallas soon, and go Cowboys.
Yeah, thank you, man.
All right, thanks so much.
All right. There it is. Unstable.
Unstable. Wow.
Yeah.
What a very insightful
Yeah.
man.
Got a
that
lot of
is,
good
and
things
how
to say.
cool it is that their relationship with his father and son
Yeah.
is evolved to this opportunity. And it sounds like he let his son decide that he wanted to get into that instead of saying, hey, you know, you need to do this.
Yeah.
You know?
And that must be tough too. Imagine having Rob Lowe as your dad. You know, good looking guy, great actor, you know, tabloid guy, you know, and then all of a sudden, oh, hey,
Yeah.
I'm his son. And they're like, of course you are. You know, it makes it even harder. The pressure's there.
Yeah, to live up to what Rob Lowe is about and how he's made his mark in
And
the
then to do a
industry.
show with them, so you're side by side. There's no there's no comparison from a distance.
Yeah.
Like you're on the same show with them.
So this movie, Unstable, is it about?
Yeah, it's a comedy show, and he plays this really ridiculous kind of ego-filled entrepreneur that has this really successful business, but he goes crazy, and so they hire a psychiatrist to do a thing at his home, and he kidnaps him and he does like just all this like crazy stuff, and they catch him walking around the office naked, and just like they're just trying to keep him away from all the investors and the board members so that they can make sure that things don't fall apart.
Yeah.
And his son couldn't be any more different, you know.
Is that right?
And just makes fun of him and just thinks he's the most ridiculous person. And so kind of came from them just making fun of each other.
Each other, yeah. And not being ashamed to do it.
Yeah.
You know, being
Absolutely.
silly and whatever it takes to get that
That's right.
point across and add what you feel. You know, Paul, I had that opportunity to do that Hallmark movie.
Yeah.
Holiday in the Hamptons.
That's right.
And man,
It's hard.
it gave me a whole different perspective
Yeah.
on acting. Now doing this, all right, interviews and stuff or whatever, I can do all day.
Yeah.
PSAs, a commercial here, his little script line, but a movie.
Oh, yeah.
The acting along with knowing and delivering the line on time.
Yep.
Wow. I'm like, darn, and they got to get every scene, everything you see in a movie
Yep.
has to be staged, set up.
Yep. All the lights right. all the
Oh my
makeup,
God!
yeah.
One scene, I was the driver in
Yeah.
the movie for Jade in Holiday in the Hamptons, and so
And you're not even driving the car, right?
no, I'm driving
Oh,
the
you are?
car.
Okay.
Well, we're not moving.
Yeah.
I'm driving, but we're not moving. But we're filming it during the day. But the scene in the movie is at night.
Oh.
They making it look dark in the car. It ain't nothing but light all around us. To me, it's just amazing, and so much respect now for actors to do. And then you see some of the chances they take, you know, and doing things, and it's totally impressed. So Rob Lowe been doing it for years, and doing it at the top of his top level.
That's right.
For years, his game is certainly still strong.
It is.
and I can't wait to see this Unstable.
It's going to be great. And we're happy to have him on. you know.
Always happy to have guests like Rob Lowe. And he knows what a Hail Mary is.
That's right.
Because he had many Hail Mary moments.
That's right.
You know, when he sees that script come together and he didn't think it was going to work. Oh, We caught that Hail.
Love
All
it.
right, we'll be back to wrap up this edition of the Ultimate Hail Mary Show right after this. Good stuff, Paul.
Yeah.
What is science? Wrong. I'm the man who created the bruiseless avocado.
The legend, Ellis Dragon.
Am I crazy? They called Nikola Tesla crazy. Tesla did lose his mind and fall in love with one of his pigeons, which I would never do, although I do have a hawk. But I'm not attracted to it.
Have you spoken to your dad since your mom's memorial?
Ellis is spiraling.
Come to LA and help get him back in the lab. You'll regret it.
Don't you mean I won't regret it?
I'm lowering your expectations so you won't be disappointed.
Oh my God. All my dad ever does is try to change me into being more like him.
I want you to be exactly a version of you.
A version of me.
You, but with some tweaks.
We're in big trouble. There's an emergency board meeting tonight, and I think it's to oust you. It was supposed to be yesterday, but you were too busy, oh God, bounding about your office, dick out, balls in the breeze.
What's so wrong with being more like me? There's enough of you in the world already. You're like the sun. People get sucked into your orbit.
Do you really think I'm like the sun? It helps things grow.
You're a child. As soon as I said sun, I knew I should have chosen something else. Tell me how to help you.
I can't just problem solve anymore. I need to feel excited. I need to feel inspired.
Maybe going to Spain.
Ooh, Ibiza?
The cradle of civilization.
It's where they invented the DJ.
No, just don't.
Time to slay the dragon.
You need to stop going after Ellis.
Never.
Scoff.
Did you just say scoff?
That's how you scoff.
No, it's not.
Scoff.
Yeah, I'm the idiot here.
I didn't want to disappoint you.
The only way to let someone down is by giving up.
Oh, my son.
My dad, he's eccentric. That brain of his is what makes him a brilliant, kind,
Friendship.
innovator that thinks mankind is capable of great things.
I walked a mile in your shoes today, Jackson. I lived in the shadow of a god.
Oh, nice. You almost made it through a whole day without comparing yourself to a god.
I'm really excited to try the butt stuff you taught me.
No, it's not butt stuff. In the classic sense, it's more of a way of using your butt to make you feel good. Like a way of using your butt to help you achieve? God damn it, Dad.
All right, we're back with the Ultimate Hail Mary. And man, Rob Lowe, love it. It's so cool to have him on.
Excellent, man. That was good stuff, Paul.
Yeah.
Thanks for
Hey.
bringing that to the show.
Absolutely.
And just listening to him talk, just insightful, smart. You know, when he talk about their brain, him and his son's brain connecting, you know, and that's how they can come up with what they come up with to make this movie Unstable. Exciting, and can't wait to see it.
Yeah.
When's it come out? Tomorrow.
It comes out tomorrow on Netflix.
Wow.
Yeah.
We got Rob Lowe right here.
That's right.
Today.
Yeah.
On the Ultimate Hail Mary Show.
And we got more great stuff coming, as you can imagine.
Oh, I can imagine. I can't wait as well, Paul, because you always bring it.
That's right.
I want to thank my production crew, Malcolm. Great job, Snell, for bringing the guests. And Paul, you always as well. And Fascination.
That's right.
There's Faz right there. And Stitch, Static, my man. Still hanging in there, looking good, making us look good. And thank you all for tuning in. And we'll be back with another edition of the Ultimate Hail Mary right here on Fascination.
Huh?